This is Mark Rivera with GenreOnline.net, and today I am reviewing the Jazware's Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Millennium Falcon. It is number 22 in the fleet, but that's not an edition size, obviously. That's just the number of the fleet. And it's a launch edition, whatever that means. There's no explanation for that. But the front of the box, it tells you it has motion activated lights and sounds. This is part of Series 1, and you could see there's a beautiful background art that does come out of the box. You could literally, if you left it in the box or if you took it out, you could use this to make a nice diorama for those of you who would be so inclined. Anyway, just want to show you the different sides of the box. This is the top of the box. Okay, and it opens up from the top. This is the right side of the box. Okay. This is the bottom of the box. And this is the left side of the box. Okay. And last but not least, this is the rear of the box. Pardon me. You can see the Arbush writing. They're showing you like the different things here. You can see the different fleet ships that are available. In the Starship class in this series, they do have a Slave 1 and a Razor's Crest. And I have to admit, for different reasons, I'm kind of considering those two. But whether or not I do get them will remain to be seen. But this basically gives you an idea of what it does and what you get out of it. Now, taking the box away, this is the Millennium Falcon. As we look now from the vantage point of the two micro figures, it comes with 4 of them, and they come in their own little pack right here. It comes with Han Solo, Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Chewbacca. It'd be nice if it came with Luke Skywalker, personally. But it came with who it came with, okay? So you can see that the micro figures are kind of like the old Kenner figures that they had in the 70s and the 80s, early 80s. They do have articulation in terms of the arms and legs move, but you can see how they're kind of like, for lack of a better way of describing it, they're kind of like they have limited articulation, so you could see how, that, and you see like there's some detail on the face, but it's, it's not, it's not like it's a statue or something like that where they had a big canvas. I mean, it's basically what you would need, I guess, or expect for a figure like this. I'll show you Princess Leia. Okay. All right, and see, you can see like basically her whole bottom is one movable part to sit down, and then the arms move as a, like this, that sort of thing, and like, hey, help me, and that's about it. Okay, then in the cockpit I have seated already. Here's the cockpit, of course, Han Solo and Chewbacca, and that's what they look like in the cockpit. It's a tight fit to fit all 4 of them because the Obi-Wan figure is kind of tall, but these are supposed to be in scale to the actual ship itself, and it does have very nice detail considering. I mean, it's not painted or colored in. There's no decals or anything like that, but on this size, it doesn't really need it. I don't know what the scale is, but Micro Series, this is what it is, but this is very highly detailed, all things considered. Just looking at the cockpit alone, and here's the top of it. So basically, you just put either 2 or 4 figures or no figures into the cockpit there. And now we look, it does have the hatchway that opens up and closes, which is a nice touch. So we can go put that up. Okay. Sometimes you have to push it in a bit, but it does, here it goes, but it does go in. So let's just say, pretending that we're in the ship and the hatchway is closed, you see that they put the grime and stuff even on the inside to make it look in that used up type of way that Star Wars is supposed to have. There, you could have a figure seated in here for the turbo laser, I guess they call it, and it's articulate and it moves around. Okay, and you could see detail over here on the sides. Okay, it does have a smuggler's compartment right here. If I can get it out, here it goes. So here's the smuggler's compartment piece, and there's the inside of the smuggler's compartment, so you could put a figure in there or two, and then close it up, and it should snap, and you're good to go. Okay, then over here you have the Jazware table. Okay, and when you look at the top, that's basically it in terms of the inside, but that's quite a lot, all things considered. And you could see the beautiful detail of the Falcon itself. I mean, they really did a miraculous job on this. So let me just turn this upside down. Okay, and if you look, it has all 5 landing gears. This one I didn't pull it out probably, but you could see upside down it has all 5 landing gears. They move, they basically move, like if you put one down on one side, or open up one on one side, they open up, and so that's how you basically use that. And then over here, the front one is independent. Okay, so let's just look at the bottom now while being that I have it like this, and you'll see the great detail that they put into this is really nice. I mean, again, I love the weathered look of it. You could see that it doesn't move or anything like that, but you could see the bottom turret. So they at least they've included that. And you could see other pieces right here. All right. And, I'm going to put the top on soon, but just to show you, what it looks like. Over here is where the batteries go. There's 3 batteries. You unscrew this. The batteries are sold separately, so you put in 3 AAA batteries. Just make sure that when you put them in, that you put them in so that the negative side of the battery or the bottom of the battery goes against the spring, and you push it in, and then all 3 batteries will go in. It's a snug fit, and it's much easier if you do it that way. So just push them against the spring with the bottom of the battery, and all 3 should definitely go in there, no problems. And then you just screw the lid back on, and you're good to go. Okay, so this is the top of the Millennium Falcon. So I'm going to put this on, and we will continue. Okay, so now that we have the Falcon top put in there, now you can just look at the top of the ship, and you can see, oh, I accidentally pressed that, but yes, it has sound effects and lights too. But before I get to that, I just want to show you all the detail. I mean, they really did a great job, just in general, for something this size, for the price, etc. They made sure that, they can make it as screen accurate, I guess, as possible, or as one would expect. But it also looks like they went the extra mile just to put it in that used Star Wars look with the burn marks and the dirt, etc. And to give you features that you would have, that what you would expect to find in a much bigger ship, whether it be a model or a toy or whatnot. So yeah, this, as I said before, this moves, and there is articulation as well for the radar, this way or that way. A little tight, but it does work. Okay, so let me just give you guys just another look over. Okay, so you can get a nice look at the detail. All right, and here from the side, from the right side. Okay, and that's the front. And that's the left side. Okay. All right. And that's basically, you know, the ship. But let's go look at the bottom one more time because I wanted you guys to get the full, the full effect of that with the landing gear pushed in. You have, this is what it looks like. And I like the fact that they have the gun on the bottom, even though it's not movable or anything like that, that they at least thought of it. And I suppose if a person's really creative, they could, paint or do some touch-ups to make it look even more screen accurate. But for the average person who doesn't want to do anything like that, this is pretty good as is. And wait till you find out how much this, at least this, how much this cost me. Okay. First off, it has two different things, and the coolest part is that's you press a button once and you have it on basically hyperspace mode, and then so it's motion activated, and depending on which way you have the ship go, you literally can have those effects, and the lighting is nice and solid on the back. And then if you want to shut the lighting off, you just press this button again, like so, and now it's off. So you don't have to worry about, wasting the battery or whatnot. Then this other thing pushes in for the laser gun, okay, laser turret. And that's basically it. Now, it only stands on its landing gear. It doesn't come with a stand for it or anything like that. I really wish it did, because I would like to be able to pose it like this, because one, it would save room in a display case, and two, it's kind of the iconic picture of the Falcon that you get as it does swerves back and forth, So it's like, when you see that in the movies and it does those effects, it adds a lot to it. And so, like, it doesn't have a stand that that you can make it go like this, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that could accommodate this, or you could probably make something if you wanted to, so that you could display it like this on your own. But just so you know, it doesn't come with a display like that. Now, that's basically all the features of this ship. But here's the great part. It's cost me $24. So with sales tax, it was like 25 something. That's a pretty darn good deal, considering what you're getting. I mean, you're getting a fairly screen accurate Millennium Falcon with the wears and tears that you would expect. You get 4 micro figurines which you can pose, including the hand and shoe that you can put in the cockpit or whatnot. You get the doorway that comes up and down. You have the Jazware table and other things in the back, including the smuggler's compartment under the lid that I showed you in the beginning. The turret is movable, as is the radar. And you got the special effects sounds for the blast, for the turret gun, and for the lights. And once again, I just love doing this. For the money, I think this is a no-brainer, especially if you buy this, because let's say you live in a small place, an apartment or something like that, and you don't have the room or the means of getting the that's my finger hitting the button. You don't have the room for it, and to have a full-size Falcon, and maybe they're not available at the moment, except on the secondary market, because they do tend to, when they do release a new one, They do tend to go fast. And, if this is a nice alternative, if you don't have a lot of space and you want your Millennium Falcon as close as possible to the real thing, in so much as you can expect from something like this, and you're not paying a lot of money, and it's easy to display, landing on its gears, or like I said, if you took my suggestion, maybe find or build something where you can put it like this, and that would also save space. Otherwise, that's it. This is my off-the-cuff review of the Millennium Falcon, and it's a 24 and change on Amazon.com, and I personally think it's worth it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.